Hi guys, this is Jiggy, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So this video is technically a part 2 of a video that I recently uploaded where I taught you guys how to be able to shoot some corporate portraits using these Speedlights, and I show you the difference between using just one light, then 2 lights, 3 lights, and 4 lights. But during the course of creating that video, I realized that I should have actually explained the purpose of each light a little bit more. But if I did, it might take too long. So I decided that right after shooting that, I am doing this and making a more detailed explanation of the purpose of each light. Okay, so I'm using my Sony a7R Mark IV with a 24-70 2.8 lens. All my flash units will be controlled remotely using my Sony WRC1M remote commander. Now, I will also show you guys a live feed using my Mars 300 Pro, and at the same time, while I am shooting my subject, it is also tethered to this DeskView R7P monitor, which I totally love because it is big comparatively and it gives very accurate colors. So I am going to be recording everything live so that everything that you are seeing is basically straight out of camera. So there are actually 5 purposes of light. You have your main light, your fill light, your hair light, your rim light, and your background light. In this particular setup, I actually don't have a background light, but since this shooting area is relatively small, this is only 2 by 3 meters. This black area you see here is just 2 by 3 meters. We don't really need a background light too much because most of my light will spill on the background anyway. So in order for me to be able to explain things better, it's best that we have a subject to shoot. So if you guys are very familiar with my videos, you know that this is the time that I'll call in my wife. Babe, come on in. Let's start shooting some headshots. Okay, hi babe. So basically here, you just have to stand still like a mannequin, right? And again, thank you very much for doing this. So guys, the first light that I will turn on now is my mag box here, which is basically a 24-inch octabank, and it's powered by a Sony f60RM. So what is the power setting of that one? It's 1/4. So I'll take 1 shot, and that is my main light. So basically, the purpose of this light is for it to be my main light. But again, we can always create some fill lights by putting a reflector here to be able to open up the shadows. But personally, I like using lights like this to be my fill light. So let me turn off now my main light, and I will turn on just this light, which is my fill light, so you guys can see how this particular light is going to affect the image. Okay? All right, babe, thank you. And that is basically just the light being given by my fill light. So again, let me now turn on my main light so that you can see these two together. Babe, look here. There we go. So now this is both in conjunction. So I will show you. This is the image with both lights on. This is the image with just the fill light on. This is the image with just the main light on. Okay? Now, let's see what my hair light is doing. So, I will now turn off my main light, turn off my fill light, and turn on my hair light. Now, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, this fill light is a Sony f60RM, and this modifier is a Photix Premium reflective umbrella that's 120 cm with a diffuser in front. My hair light now is a Sony f45RM with a Photix Premium 85 reflective umbrella with also a diffuser in front, and this is basically what it's doing, and it is set at full power. Maybe look here. And that's what it's illuminating, basically just the hair and the shoulder, creating a bit of separation from the background. So let's see what this light together with these two lights will show us or will create. So let's turn on my fill light again, and let's turn on my main light, and let's take one shot. There we go. So it's a nice combination of 3 lights already, and let me show you again. This is the one with all 3 lights turned on. This is just with a hair light. This one with the, sorry, I missed it, hair light. And then this one is the one with the fill light and main light together. This is just the fill light, and this one is just the main light, okay? All right, so now we can see what the main light does, what the fill light does, and what the hair light does. And now let us see what this rim light can actually do. Okay, so again, let's turn off all 3 lights. And just turn on this rim light. Now this rim light is another F45RM, but this time it has a photic 60x90 softbox. The reason why I like my rim lights to be squares because I like having that really straight line of light. So let's see how this one turns out. That is basically what this rim light is doing. Honestly, if it's not just a frontal portrait, look at this. Babe, can you look here? Towards maybe the shoulder, shift your shoulder there and look here. There we go. You would see the rim light a bit more. So that's your rim light. Now let me show you what will happen when I turn on all the other lights. Can you move somewhere here? There. And then there, drop that shoulder, please, your right shoulder. Chin up. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful portrait, right? So now, with this one, you could see the highlights rimming her face. Wait, sorry, I'll turn it on again. This is straight out of camera, what you guys are seeing. So you guys see the highlights rimming her face. You've got your main light hitting it. You've got your hair light, which is basically illuminating her hair and her shoulder, and your fill light here, just filling in and opening up the shadows. So again, when you're lighting, it's essential that you know what each light is doing, and each light should have a specific purpose in the image. With this setup that I actually showed you guys now, the main goal of this one is to be able to create just one light. In other words, all these 4 lights that I put in are supposed to blend seamlessly to create the look of one big window soft light. You have your kicker light there to create a nice rim light. You've got your main light together with your fill light to create a nice wraparound light. And you have your hair light to create a bit of separation. If you look at this image, it actually looks as if it was shot with natural light from a window. And that is always the goal. Try to make it look as natural as possible by having purpose when it comes to lighting. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you have some questions with this lighting setup that I just did here, or the purpose of light that I just discussed, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will make sure to answer every single comment that is put there and every single question that is put there. And if you want to see more of my images, you can find me on Instagram. It's @JiggyAlejandrino. Okay, so till the next video, babe, let's start shooting some more